in the south.
So what was it? The last country in the south?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
because
we-
it's very at the tip,
yeah,
right?
in like Alaska, you know?
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Must get really hot and really cold in one
Yeah, we
country.
have the four seasons.
You do have all
The
four.
real.
Are you listening?
Yes, I think. Hope that's working. Well, yeah, I got it. You have it to the-
Okay, awesome. Hi, Chris, can you hear me okay?
Hello, Amy.
She's not here right now. Would you need to have the video with her? Okay. Yeah. Okay, I will text her. What was her name? I'll let her know that you're here. You're going to take a seat for now. You can up there on level 2 for class, so you're welcome to sit in here. Are you, can you guys sit for class or? Yeah. Awesome. I will contact Maria if you want to take a seat and repeat the next meeting. Thank you. Hello, Cruz, can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome.
You have a permit, right?
I don't, but I know there's one in the bin over there.
Okay.
Hello,
Christina, how are you?
I have laryngitis. That's what I'm doing online. But I
Oh,
hope to be there by Thursday, okay?
that's fine. You know, take your time to recover. There's no rush.
Thank you. Thank you. I cannot even talk, but I just want to be here with you guys.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Hopefully we can, hopefully you feel better. Try not to talk as much. Maybe recover your throat.
Yeah,
Drink
Thank
plenty
you.
of tea. I think that helps.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look at this call. So I'll be back. While we're not- Didn't answer. Do we have, registration for Cecilia?
For who?
Cecilia. Can everyone on Zoom hear me okay? You can end Zoom, okay. Um. Hello, are you here for citizenship process? Okay, awesome. Did you register already with Brenda?
Did.
Awesome, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What were your names?
Clara.
Clara.
And my house.
Okay. Okay, I'll find it. I think you know, right, it's like, how are we going
So.
You don't have to like name that I did that.
Yeah.
So we want to do our stuff. Oh, which one? Oh, for her. Oh, so she's in there. Okay. Awesome.
You want me to do that now? The pretest and stuff?
Sure, if you want to do that, we're gonna just do the warm up, so that would be a good time.
Get back to the thing.
And here I have one else. Okay. See who's in here. And let's see. All right, can everyone on Zoom hear me okay still?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And how are you guys feeling today?
Good, and you?
I'm doing good, thank you. All right, I think we can go ahead and start class now. So today is Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024. I'm gonna make a habit of posting these just so it's easier to find those videos. Okay. Let's get right into the warm up here. So I was hoping we can do a rights and responsibilities matching game. So for those of you on Zoom, I have a Google Doc that a Google form. Or if you go into class, if you stream, you can see it says here rights or responsibilities. You guys have an easier task. You just have to answer if it's a right or responsibility. And I'm actually going to put you in a group and you guys can talk about why it's a right or responsibility. That's what you guys are going to do on Zoom. But before we get started on that, I actually had a video on to show you guys what the difference between a right and responsibility is. Can everyone see the screen okay, by the way? Like it's not too dark or bright or off-putting? Everyone have a good view of it?
So which one you want me press on the Zoom?
So in the Google Classroom, it's gonna be called rights and responsibility. We'll get
So
there. We'll get there in 1 second. Right now, I'm gonna actually show a video to everyone, so you guys know what it is exactly.
Okay.
What are my rights and responsibilities? What is a right? A right is a privilege that we're all entitled to, and which is protected by law, like the right to vote and the right to an education. A responsibility, on the other hand, is something we should all do, like recycling or treating people fairly. But do our responsibilities as global citizens go deeper than that? The answer is yes.
Sorry.
Because it is our world and everyone is responsible for it. We have the right to earn a living and a responsibility to pay our taxes, a right to own things and a responsibility to discard of them ethically when we're done, a right to drive cars and a responsibility to drive safely to protect the health and well-being of others. What other responsibilities do we have to make the world a better place? Rights contribute to a just society, but sometimes our rights conflict with another person's rights. Tom has the right to property, So he builds an extension onto his house. His neighbor, Don, has the right to privacy, but now he feels that his rights are not being upheld. Tom's right to property conflicts with Don's right to privacy. How do conflicts like these get solved? Whose rights are more important? We've learned about our rights and responsibilities, how to prevent the rights of one person from conflicting with another, and how we can make the world a better place. But what are your responsibilities as global citizens?
That was a short video that I had to show you guys. But just in case, it didn't make sense, I also have the definition of rights and responsibility here for you. So a right is a fair and important freedom and protection that every person who lives in the United States has. And a responsibility is fulfilling the duties and obligations that come with being a member of society. Does those make sense to you guys? The difference? Okay, cool. So back to what I was saying, for our warm up today. So everyone on Zoom if you can go to the class. And if you see this one right here called rights or responsibilities. Do you see that one?
Mm-hmm.
So you go there, this is a form. Don't answer it yet. I'm gonna have you talk about it with your other classmates. You guys can get an idea of what a right and responsibility is and see if you're on the same page. So I'm gonna be putting you guys in breakout room in a second here. And as for everyone who's in class right now, I have these. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. I have these little cards. And it is mixed with rights and responsibilities. So how many of us are here today? 4, 8, 12, 13? Am I doing that correctly? 13 of us? Okay. So let's do 3 groups of 4. No, 2 groups of 4, 1 group of 5. Did I do that right? And I want you guys to talk about what you think is a right and what is a responsibility. And we'll be putting them on this whiteboard here at the end. So let's see how many. I have 20. Okay. So let's see. Do you 4 want to be here? Okay. I think a lot of them have right, but I apologize. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'll give you guys 7. Okay, right for responsibility. We do need someone to work with those over there, any volunteers? Work with them? If you want to work with them, okay, cool. And then these people work with those. So one people have 6. You guys can discuss with your groups why you can get the right or responsibility. And I'll give you guys some time. At the end, we'll figure out if it's an actual right responsibility. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, you guys over there got it? Okay, cool. And I'm gonna put my Zoom people on breakout rooms now so you guys can talk.
Yeah.
It out. So let's see here.
Protection under the law.
Also, really quick before class ends today, could everyone on Zoom just send their name and chat so I have attendance there? How do I do breakout rooms? There we go. So how many people are in Zoom? Okay, there's five, including you, Sydney. What is he one? Okay, Sydney, I put you in that breakout room with them. So you can talk to them about that. I'm leaving the definitions up here for you guys, so you have that as well to help you.
You are voting for election. Chris, did you not go into the breakout room?
Oh, sorry. Oh.
Can you hear me okay, Chris? Also, do they type in chat, their names at all? No, okay. We'll have to make sure to do that before it's and
Well, does the chat change from breakout?
I have no clue.
So we'll wait till we go back.
Yeah, let's see. I'm gonna try inviting. He can be a part of it. I'm gonna have them, still since they have more to cover as 4 people. So I'm gonna have them put everything on the board, and when we're done, I'm gonna reveal everything to both of them. So just, just know that.
We're done. We just need all.
Okay, and how are you guys? You done? Awesome. Okay, so I think we're ready to start putting stuff on the board. Is there anyone that wants to volunteer to go first? You wanna go first since you said you were done first? Let's put everything, let's go one at a time. What do you think? One at a time is easier or? Well, you have 6, right? Or 7? 7. You have 7? Do you want to put all 7 on the board? What would be easier for you guys? Yeah, you want to do all 7? Okay. Oh, okay, cool. We have one here already. Never mind, we have one here. This is okay for wrong, not complaint. Okay, everyone agree with this? Yes. Why is this a responsibility?
Because it's an obligation, we need to do it, we
Correct.
have an option.
Yeah,
Or we can have an option, but we can get it out if we don't think that's.
yeah, exactly. So good job, this is correct. Anyone wanna do the next one? You wanna go next time? We'll go down one at a time. Are they done? Ask them if they're done, and if not, you can go on my thing and go check in the breakout room if you'd like.
We can leave, like,
Huh?
we can leave the room.
Yeah, they can do that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hey, guys, when you finish up the room, head back to
Okay.
the.
What do you think? All right? Yes. All right, privacy? Okay, awesome. And why is that all right?
This is what, right? Freedom.
Good job. You guys are next. Which one you guys gonna do? Go. Which one's that leader? This is really like. Are they, did they all leave? Huh? I can close the breakout room right now, if you just wanna let them know.
Christine left, that's just.
Oh yeah, Christina's not in here anymore. Okay, to bear arms, what do we think? All right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good job. All right, now you guys are next again. Do you want to take some chat, letting them know what we're doing right now? And we need to have them just give me their names for attendance.
Amy,
Yes.
I was talking with Christina. We was doing together the quiz, but I
Uh-huh.
think she got lost or something. I cannot see her anymore.
Yeah, I don't think she's, oh, here we go. I don't think
Oh.
she's in anymore. I
Oh,
think she disconnected or something.
oh, okay.
So freedom of religion, what do we think? Is that correct? Yeah. Awesome. All right. You guys are next again? All right, awesome. You ready?
This one's both.
Okay, what is it?
It's voting and elections.
Oh, ahí está.
Yeah, pull it in the middle.
Yeah.
Pull it in the middle for me.
Hello. Hola.
¿Te perdiste?
Se me, que- se
¿Se
me
te
murió,
cayó la señal?
se me murió, sí.
Oh,
Ya estoy aquí.
okay.
Both, that kind of a both,
What? Can everyone please put their names on the chat?
Can people, our friends on
Okay.
Zoom, mute themselves, please? And if you have any questions, please feel free to type it in chat so we can answer it. So yes, to vote, voting is a right. And to vote in a federal election or just an election is a responsibility that you have for your country as well. So yeah, do we agree with this? Being in the middle for both? Yeah. Yes. Okay, cool. You guys wanna give me the next one? Let's do it. Are you doing okay? Did you let them know what we're doing right now? That we're gonna catch up?
So we think that they do.
Thank you for this one. Okay. What do you think about the voting?
Right, everyone, I mean.
You think it's both?
Voting for it, right? We can only get. Yeah, because it's a right, but it's a your own responsibility with your country, if you want, pick better, like a person and make changes. In the country.
So what's the difference between to vote and to vote in elections?
To vote in elections, you're only able to vote if you're a US citizen. But you're able to vote anywhere else, depending on what you're voting for, you can vote for anything.
Okay. I'll learn from these answers. So do we want to leave it there for now? Yeah. You good for there now? Okay. Well, you guys are next. I think we're doing that right. Okay, we have a fair trial. Do we agree that there are rights, a fair trial? Yeah. Okay.
Did you mute yourself on that? They said they can't hear.
They can't hear. I'm not muted.
Oh.
I think I'm just really far away. Let me get up this. Okay, cool. Let me know if they can't hear me still. Okay, so yes, fair trial is a right. You guys are next, all right? Yes. Let's all take turns. It's better now? Okay, cool,
Yeah.
awesome. You don't have to put that second part if you don't want. But if you want to practice writing, go for it. Serving the military is eligible. Responsibility?
Yes.
Okay. And you guys again, do you have one? Do we agree serving on a jury is a responsibility? Okay, cool, good job. You guys are next. How about we write? How much more do you guys have left? You have 3 more? Do you guys just want to write all three down? Everyone else has like 4 left, right? Or something, or 3? 4?
4.
Okay. It's just taking a longer than expected. Let's probably write all of them down. Okay. Respecting the rights of others. Can we agree that's a responsibility?
Hello? Yes, you call me Amma on the Zoom right now. I call you back when I'm done.
Okay, so we all agree on this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you guys just want to do the other 2? Just together at the same time?
Oh my God. Okay.
But what do we have to do?
Okay. Participating in community service. Responsibility or a right? Responsibility? Okay, cool.
What happened? What do we have to do?
Do you want to explain to them in chat?
Yeah.
Sydney will be explaining to you in chat.
Okay.
Freedom of the press. A right or responsibility? Right? Okay, good job. Do you guys just want to do the rest of yours in one go? Get out of the way, and then we can.
I think that group have one more.
Oh, do you guys have one more left? Okay, we'll just let you do it first, and then we'll go back to them. Thank you. So we have obeying the law under responsibilities. Is this correct? And then we have to equal protection under the law, under rights. Yes. And to petition the government. Do we all agree with these? Yeah. Okay, cool. And then we'll go to you guys. Do you guys just want to finish off your last few as well? I'll move it over to that side. Yeah, they got more room. Too low.
I don't remember how we picked this.
That's okay. Thank you. So under responsibility, we have respecting the environment and the natural resources. Did we agree on the responsibility? Okay. And then we have freedom of assembly for a right. What about freedom of speech?
No.
Yes. And then last one, volunteering to help those in need. Is that a responsibility or a right? You guys think it's a responsibility? Okay.
Well,
And then-
depends because it's not like obligation to do it if you don't want to.
Yeah,
It's a right if you can pick if you want to or not.
that's true. I mean, you have the right to do it, I
Yeah.
suppose. I mean, you have the right to do everything, I suppose, as well,
Yeah.
if you want to think of it that way. But in this case, I think it's more seen as a responsibility than a right. Since, you're responsible for helping those in need,
Mhm.
so. I'm just gonna do this. Right now, and then you guys have one more? So we have staying informed about events and issues. Current event and issues. Do we agree that's our responsibility? I agree. So I think that's all of them unless there's any floating out there still. Let's see. Okay. I'm back. See. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So this is the list of the rights and responsibilities of everything I just gave you. The only thing I know that we were like iffy on was the vote and the responsibility of voting in elections. You're right, it's both. But I think that there's a difference between voting and voting for elections. So when you vote, you have that freedom versus voting in elections is the responsibility that you have to make sure that you're picking a suitable person to help run whatever it is that needs to be run for this election. So I think that's the only difference. But aside from that, everything else I think looked great, unless I'm missing something. Being respecting, helping others. Yep. Okay, so everything else is right. So good job, everyone. Everyone on Zoom, how did you guys do on this? Did you guys look at that form?
Yeah, I did with Christina, and we got 4 rounds.
Oh, okay. Did you know which ones?
Yes, the environmental,
Mm-hmm.
the volunteering,
Mm-hmm.
and for
The
example,
petition of government, we put responsibility, and it was right.
Oh,
To
you know,
vote,
incorrectly.
to vote can be both right and responsibility.
Which one?
it was
Petition
right, but we put responsibility.
for the petition to the government?
No, to vote.
Oh, to vote. Okay, so
And we got run the petition of the government too.
okay.
And we
Okay.
got run staying informed about current events and issues.
Do you guys get why it's a responsibility?
We put a responsibility, but I was right.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good then.
And we got at the 20 we got 4 rounds. So respecting the environment and natural resource,
Mm-hmm.
it was right. So we got wrong. So
Okay, well, that's good. 4 out of 20 is not bad at all. Mhm. Do you guys have any questions about this warm up before I move on? Both on Zoom or in person, people? No? Okay. So let's review. So this is questions that we've probably already seen, but to really make sure you guys remember them, let's review them again. So do you guys know why the flag has 13 stripes?
the 13 original colonies.
Yep, so there's 13 original colonies. And you can also say because the stripes represent the original colonies. Why does the flag have 50 stars?
Because they have 50 states.
Because there's one star.
There are 50 states.
I can't believe it because my husband sent me that. My son's. Okay, yes, please, take care. Okay, so yes, there's 1 star for each state, and because each star represents a state, or because there are 50 states, those are all appropriate answers. Who lived in America before Europeans arrived?
The Native American.
Indian.
American Indian or Native Americans are both correct. Name 1 American Indian tribe in the United States. I heard Pueblo and Cherokee a lot.
Fair one.
So these are all good options, whichever is easiest for you. I recommend remembering it. What were the 13 original states, and can you name 3?
New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York.
New Hampshire, New York, New Jersey.
So these are our 13 states. I heard a lot of New York. I heard Pennsylvania out there. New Jersey. So just pick one. Or sorry, not pick one, pick 3. My bad. 3 of them, not one. I wish it was one for simpler. Why did the colonists fight the British?
No.
Because of high taxes, yeah. And
Tax-
because not have a self-government.
Taxation without representation.
That's another way of saying basically because of high taxes. What did the Declaration of Independence do?
Um,
I heard declare our independence from Great Britain. Good job. Was it Maria? Yeah. So you can also say announce our independence from Great Britain, or it said that the United States is free from Great Britain. All those are appropriate. You don't have to say from Great Britain every time. That's optional. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted?
July 4, 1776.
July, oh, nope, that was wrong. Okay, but it's July 4th, 1776. I'm sorry, I did this right before class started. Okay, so who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson? Or Jefferson is also appropriate. What are 2 rights in the Declaration of Independence? I heard none of that.
You.
It's okay. So life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. Who is the father of our country?
Washington, George Washington,
George Washington or just
or
Washington?
just Washington, right?
Yep, George Washington. Who was our first president?
George
Oh.
Washington.
Also George Washington or just Washington. Hello. Okay, so good job. Any questions on these civics questions from before? No? Okay, cool. So let's move on to our lesson. We're covering rights and responsibilities as we slightly touch base on for the warm-up today. So some definitions before we get started that might be a bit tricky. You guys saw assembly, which is a gathering of people to discuss a legislation. We have bear arms, which is to own or carry guns. A jury, which is a body typically of 12. A body of people typically in 12 in number sworn in to give a verdict in a legal case on the basis of evidence submitted to them in court. Have any of you guys done jury duty before? I don't think you can, right? No, you can't do jury duty.
No.
You have to be a citizen.
Hopefully you will.
Yeah.
My jury
I don't think
duty.
you want to do jury duty. It's not fun.
Not yet. I got the letter, but I was like, so I just send it back to you. I'm not a US citizen.
Yeah,
but-
okay, yeah, yeah. I don't think anyone ever wants to do that. It's boring. But maybe you get a really exciting case when you're citizens and get called to jury, like something really cool, who knows? So let's talk about responsibilities only for US citizens. You can vote in a federal election and you can also serve on a jury. Those are your responsibilities. And I believe this is 100 questions as well, so. So when you vote in the federal election, you're voting for an important responsibility for US citizens. It is not required by law but it's important to make your voice count. Citizens vote for leaders to represent them and their ideas, and the leaders support citizens' interests. Hence why you have these two parties, and that's why you usually want to be part of a party, and because that leader usually has the same beliefs as you do. It's always good to do research beforehand. I never do. I'm gonna start doing that though. Because let me tell you, I've never voted before, so we'll see. So jury duty. So you're listening to a court case and deciding if the person is guilty or not. It is one responsibility of US citizens. It is required by law if you get called to serve, but it is only for US citizens. If you receive a notice as a legal permanent resident, you can call them and tell them that you cannot participate. Once chosen, you'll get a notice in the mail, which is what you receive. So let's talk about rights only for the US citizens. So you can vote in the federal election, that's a right. Legal permanent residents can vote in local or state elections that do not require voters to be US citizens. You can run for federal office. And this includes naturalized citizens who have been US citizens for 9 years, or if you want to do House of Representatives, you have to be a US citizen for 7 years. But yes, you can, if you become a citizen, you can run for Senate or House of Representatives. I think unfortunately, if you want to be president, you have to be born in the States, correct?
Yeah,
You have to be
natural.
natural born citizen. So you can't run for president, but you can still be Senate and House of Representatives, which is really cool. So the rights of everyone living in the US, we have freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom to petition the government, freedom of worship, and the right to bear arms, which is to own a gun. Millions of immigrants have come to America to have these rights. The Constitution and the Bill of Rights give many of these rights to all people living in the US. So you get all of this even if you're not a US citizen. So who can vote? Here are the 4 key rules in the Constitution. Citizens 18 years and older. You do not have to pay a poll to vote. Any citizen can vote, men and women. And a male citizen of any race can vote. So you don't have to spend money. You don't have to think about race or your gender, just that you're over the age of 18. So for the age requirement to vote, you have to be 18 and older, like I mentioned. But back in 1971, the 16th Amendment changed the minimum voting age to 21 to 18 for all federal, state, and local elections. The National Voters Registration Act of 1993 made it easier for people to register to vote. Now they can register to vote by mail, at public assistance office, or when they renew their driver's license. When you do register to vote, always make sure that you're keeping track of what location you have to go to, because that's different for everyone. So a promise you make when you become a US citizen, you give loyalty to other countries, you defend the Constitution and laws of the US, you obey the laws of the US, you serve the military if needed, you do important work for the nation if needed, and you be loyal to the United States. One of the requirements of when you become a US citizen, Congress made a rule. So you live in the US for a specific period to be a good moral character and to understand, support the principles of the Constitution. This is also known as the Oath of Allegiance. So ways to participate in your democracy. Citizens play an active part in their communities. So when Americans engage in politics process, democracy stays alive and strong. So that's how you get it, that's how you feed it, just participate in political processes, like voting. So what is democracy? It's when people have a say to what happens in the rulings of the government. So not just one person, but everyone as a group can vote and have their voice heard in what happens in the rulings of our government. So ways to participate in democracy, you vote. Green card holders cannot vote in federal elections, but you, like mentioned previously, you can vote in some, more of the smaller elections. Like community and like small state ones, I think even. You'd have to do research on that, and I think, maybe even call the offices to see what's available for legal permanent residents to vote. But there are some elections where you can vote. You can join a political party. You can help with a campaign. You can join a civic group, join a community group. You can give an elected official your opinion. You can call senators and representatives to publicly support or oppose an issue, or you can run for office. But green card holders cannot vote in federal elections, so that's the one thing. Any questions on that? So there's selective service. So President Lincoln tried to draft men to fight during the Civil War, but many people became angry and rioted. In 1917, Congress passed the Selective Service Act. This act gave President Woodrow Wilson the power to temporarily increase the U.S. military during World War I. President Roosevelt signed the Selective Training and Service Act, which was created the first draft during peacetime. Continues. So the draft was needed again for the Korean and Vietnam War. Today there's no draft, but all men between 18 and 26 must register. And when registered, it tells the government that he is available to serve the U.S. Armed Forces. And if you are a male who was in the U.S. between those ages, and we're not sure if you registered, you can look online. There's a website. But if you have any problems or any questions, need help finding out, let me know. And I can help you figure that out. So let's talk about taxes. The last day you can send your federal tax form is April 15. Both state and federal government collect taxes. They use the taxes to keep our country safe and secured. They try to use the tax money to cure and or prevent illnesses through research. It is used towards education, and it's also used to build and repair highways. So the economic system in the United States is capitalist or market economy. The economic system in the US, most businesses are privately owned. So competition and profit motivates businesses. Businesses decide what to produce, how much to charge, and how much to produce. And consumers decide what, when, and where they will buy their goods and services. You know, I hear frequently that when people come to the US from different countries, they are always astonished by how much Americans spend on like the most useless material, which I think is crazy. I never thought of it that way. I think social media has lots of influence on it. So I have another multi-level diction for you, like the last one. This one's for presidents this time. I left it right there. Do you want to help pass them out?
Yeah.
So for those of you who are new, there are 4 levels of writing that you can choose from. I'll explain this while Cindy passes those out. So for level 1, you have this example here. The flag is red, white, and you have 3 options. If your English isn't good, this is the best option because you just have to circle the one. In this case, it's blue. Also, when you get the forms, please refrain from starting to work on it. Just let's wait on that. So please don't work on the paper yet. Until I start reading the sentences for you. Then you can make sure to say one for me. Your level 2 example is the flag is red, white, and instead of having options, you just have a line. So if you feel like your English is a bit better, you can write out the word instead of just circling it. So in this case, you're just writing out blue. For a level 3 example, you just have a blank line and another blank line. In this case, you're writing out the flag is red, white, blue. This is if you feel more comfortable with writing. And finally, level 4, you just have a line. In this example, you're just writing the flag is red, white, and blue. And this is if you're really comfortable with English. I also, for people on Zoom, there is a form on the Google Classroom that I made for this. It should be under our stream. It should be called President Multi-Level Diction. You can just select this form here, and you have your easy, where you just select the option, your medium, where you write the last word, hard, where you're writing the couple of words, and the extreme, which is writing the full sentence, but it's only if you're comfortable with English. Do you want to actually read them to them, Sydney?
Mhm.
Is everyone on Zoom ready for this?
We got it right on the chatter or?
There's a form on Google Classroom. If you don't have access to Google Classroom, you can just try writing the sentences on the chat. But this form is on Google. You will see it there. It's called President Multi-Level Diction under stream.
What is the name? President multi-level diction?
Diction, yeah. Just look for the word president. It should be the first one at the top of the stream.
All right. I got it.
And you can use that form to follow along. Sydney's going to be reading the sentences for you guys. So just pick a level that you guys find more comfortable with. So if you're not comfortable with English, you can do level 1. And if you feel like you can write everything out, please feel free to do level 4. Is everyone ready? Yes. What about on Zoom? Everyone ready on Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if we can get everyone's attention, please. If you can get everyone's attention, please. Sydney's going to be reading the sentences for you guys to do your sheet.
Is everybody ready?
Can you guys hear Sydney, by the way, on Zoom, if he talks?
And come over here.
Okay.
No.
Okay. You can go over here then.
Adams was the second president. Adams was the second president.
No, I'm using this as a sentence reference.
Okay.
Just to answer.
Ready?
Yes.
Lincoln was the president during the.
Civil.
Go ahead, read it out, sorry.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You want them to be able to hear the word
Okay.
and be able to circle the right one if they're doing level 1.
Okay. Lincoln was the president during the Civil War. Everybody good? Okay. Washington DC is in. Washington DC is the capital. Washington DC is the capital.
Oh.
Washington DC is the capital. Ready? Washington is on the dollar bill. Washington is on the dollar bill. Washington is on the dollar bill. Everybody good?
Yeah.
Okay. Washington is the father of our country. Washington is the father of our country. Washington is the father of our country. Everybody good? Okay. Washington was the first president. Washington was the first president.
Was everyone on Zoom able to get all those sentences, or does everyone need a repeat? Okay. Does anyone out there need a repeat? Are we all good? Yeah. Number 10.
Okay. Number 2 was Lincoln was the president during the Civil War. Lincoln was the president during the Civil War. Any more repeats?
Is everyone on Zoom okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So if my friends on Zoom can type out their sentences in chat, and does someone want to volunteer to write the first and third one on the board? Anyone want to write that one? Thank you. Maria? Anyone want to do number 3? Or do you want to do or 4? Is number 4, sorry. Did you guys have any problems in the Zoom at all? Okay, awesome, Christina.
No.
Number 1. Adams was the second president. Did you agree with this one? Okay. Good job. And what about this one? Washington is on the dollar bill. Do we agree on this one?
Yeah.
Good job, both of you. Anyone want to do number 2 and 5? Thank you. Anyone want to do 5? Let's see who's on here. Christina, do you want to write number 6 for me? And Karen, do you want to do number 3 for me?
Yes.
Thank you. You can just type it in chat for me.
It was Washington is the father or our country or not?
For number 3. For number 3, it was Washington DC is the capital.
Number 6, which one was it?
Number 6 was Washington was the first president.
And number 2, Lincoln was the president on World War I or
Civil
no?
War.
Lincoln.
During the Civil War.
War.
I just had them doing number 3, 6 for me.
Okay.
Number 2, Lincoln was the president during the Civil War. Does this look good for everyone? Awesome, that looks really good. And then the last, Washington is the father of our country. Sorry. Does this look okay? I think so too. Okay, and then let's see. Did I type it out yet? No. Karen, did you need a repeat on number 3?
I think I'm done.
Oh no,
You
I
say
was asking if you type it in chat.
you say Washington DC is the capital?
Yep,
I'm done. I wrote already.
you wrote it on chat. Did I not just not see it? No, I was just asking if you can send it in chat. Like, see this little box right here?
Where?
Or you can type in chat. So there's this chat box, so if you want to just type, where you typed your name earlier. And Christina, can you write number 6 in chat?
I did it already twice.
In chat.
She put hers in chat.
I did it.
Let me see. Maybe I'm just gonna refresh
Me
this.
too.
She put number 1 in chat.
Which one?
Let me see Christina's.
Well, she did the first one. Okay,
I did all of them and I repeated number 6 as you said.
Washington was the first president.
Yeah,
Okay, is that in your chat then?
yeah.
That's weird. I'm not getting.
And I wrote all of the ones that Sydney said also.
Here, can you type something randomly in chat so I can know if it's working still?
I just wrote hello.
Me too, I'm done.
I can't see what everybody's typing.
It's so strange.
I did 2 parts and then
Okay, I saw that.
Me too, me too, me too.
I am seeing everything in the chat.
I did 2 parts, but I didn't see anything else.
Okay, so it's
I
probably
did the first 2.
Okay. In that case, I think it's just really delayed.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to take on the last two then? So that we have those answers for everyone? Number 3 and number 6 on board. Because I think it's just super delayed on Zoom right now. For me to be able to show it. Does anyone want to do
I
number
did
3? On board?
I did the first one and the second part, but I'm not doing the hard one yet.
Oh, it's okay. I think it's just really delayed or something. I'm not sure.
I might losing connection, I don't know, for some reason, but I'm driving, so.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Can anyone do number 6 here for me? You want to try it? Okay, sounds good.
Don't see my chat in.
Huh?
Don't see my chat in.
Yeah, I see your chat, Sydney.
And you saw mine?
Is yours this one that says I did 2 parts?
Yes, the first one and the second. I didn't do the hard one yet.
I only see this chat here. What you see on my screen is what I have what I can see.
Only for Sydney, hello?
Yeah, I can see Cindy saying hello too.
They can see me saying.
Oh, you can see Sydney's, but not.
I can't see your chat.
Huh?
Like how your chat is.
Oh.
I can't see it.
That's weird, okay. So, it's all good, everyone agree with these sentences here? Yes. Okay, awesome. Sound. Okay, we'll have to figure out what's wrong with chat later. Can you guys still see my presentation okay on Zoom? Okay. All right. So let's move on. And let's learn about 2 important people. If I can get everyone's attention, please. Hi. Let's just move on with the presentation. So let's learn about 2 important people that I have here. So I have Susan B. Anthony. She spent 50 years fighting for women's rights. She was born in 1820. She died in 1906. And she did not get to see the passage of women's right to vote in 1920 under the 19th Amendment 11 years after her death. Kind of depressing, but it means that what she did worked, right? That she fought for everyone. So, oh, not there. So since she never saw the women's right to vote pass, women visit her tombstone and place their I voted sticker on her tomb. And she's currently buried in Rochester, New York. It's not showing up on the presentation, but this is what the tomb looks like. So you have all these,
Oh.
you can see it on Zoom. Oh, the chats.
No.
Oh, okay. So yeah, her tomb is covered in I voted stickers, which I think is a nice touch. Next is Martin Luther King Jr. He was our civil rights movement leader between 1950 and 1960. He worked to make America more equal. The civil rights were passed to protect voting rights and to end racial discrimination. Racial discrimination is a negative treatment because of their race. I don't know why these pictures aren't loading. There's supposed to be Martin Luther King Jr. here, but it's weird. In 1963, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his famous I Have a Dream speech at the Lincoln Memorial. His dream was that all races could exist equally together. Any questions on those 2 historical figures? So that's all I have.
What was the last part? I'm sorry.
It's okay. So, Martin Luther King Jr., had a dream that all races could exist together equally. That was his main role in our history. And he fought for civil rights. I don't know why his picture's not loading. Okay. So I just want to go over the civics portion of our presentation now. So these are all questions that you have on your 100s. And from our presentation. So what is one responsibility that is only for US citizens?
To vote in the federal elections.
You can serve on a jury and you can vote in a federal election. You just have to remember one of them. Name one right only for United States citizens.
Serve on the jury.
Vote in the federal election.
Vote in the federal election and run for federal election. What are two rights of everyone living in the United States?
Freedom of speech.
Freedom of
Freedom of religion and freedom of expression.
Okay, I heard a lot of good answers. Freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, freedom to petition the government, freedom of worship, and the right to bear arms. You just have to remember two of these. So whichever is easiest for you, I recommend sticking with that. What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen?
Be loyal to United States.
You give up loyalty to other countries. You defend the Constitution and laws of the United States. You obey the laws of the United States. You serve in the US military if needed. You do important work for the nation if needed. And you're loyal to the United States. You only have to remember one of these. What are 4 amendments to the Constitution about who can vote, and can you describe one of them?
Citizen 18 and also can vote.
Citizens 18 and older can vote, correct. Good job, you two. You also don't have to pay to vote. Any citizen can vote, so men and women. And a male citizen of any race can vote. You just have to remember one of these. But I think the easiest is citizens 18 and older can vote, personally. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president?
18 and
18 and older. Good job, everyone.
Yeah.
What are 2 ways that Americans can participate in their democracy?
Vote and join in political party.
I hear 2 good ones: vote and join a political party. You can also help with a campaign. You can join a civic group. You can join a community group. You can give an elected official your opinion. You can call senators and representatives. You can publicly support or oppose an issue. You can run for office. Write to a newspaper. When is the last day you can send in federal income tax forms?
April 15.
April 15th. I hope you all did it because it's overdue now. What did Susan B. Anthony do?
For women's civil rights.
She fought for civil rights and she fought for women's rights as well. What is the economic system in the United States? Capitalist economy or market economy. Those are both correct.
Yes. He put you to work. He put you to work. Oh my God.
What movement tried to end racial discrimination? The civil rights, or you can also say civil rights movement. What did Martin Luther King Jr. do?
For civil rights.
He fought for civil rights and he worked for all Americans. Any questions on these, civics portion of it? No?
One question. Is correct, he fought for civil rights or he fought for civil rights? He fought for civil rights,
He fought for civil rights.
is correct?
For civil rights.
Okay, so let's move on to reading and writing. Let's do reading first. Who wants to read the sentence for me?
Me.
Where is the White House? Correct. What about this one? Any takers?
What is the largest state?
Where is the White House?
What is the largest state? Correct. What about this one? Any takers?
When do we vote for the?
When
What
do we
is the largest state?
How about this one?
When do we vote for president?
Who lives in the White House? Good job, guys. I think this is the last one. When is President's Day? Oh, never mind, I lied. How many senators do we have? Good job. Now let's do writing. Do you want to speak over this one? Sure. They're in here, my binder. I marked it down to be the. So we're gonna do writing now. If people on Zoom want to just type their sentences in chat, that would be great.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
First sentence is, the White House is in Washington, DC. The White House is in Washington, DC. The White House is in Washington, DC. Yes. The White House is in Washington, DC. The White House is in Washington, DC. Everybody good? Number two is Alaska is the largest state. 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 Everybody good? Number three, huh? What did you say? Oh, okay. Number three is, we vote for president in November. 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 Everybody good?
Yeah.
Number four is, the president lives in the White House. 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 Any repeats? We good? President's Day is in February. 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 Everybody good? The last one is, we have 100 senators. We have 100 senators. We have 100 senators. We have 100 senators. Does anybody want to come write 1 and 4? One. And then 4, please. Something. You want to prepare everybody?
Yes.
Can somebody do 2 and 5? Does anybody want to do 5? Is 4 okay? Okay?
No.
Ya ando en España. Mi amor bello. Mi hermana. Mi hermana postiza. She bought the ticket, remember? Hold on, hold on. curva. No es curva. Se dice mierda. Ups.
This one look okay, everybody?
Any questions on those writing sentences at all?
Number 6 is correct, number or 100?
You can write the number or you can also just write it out if you want. Both are correct. Here are all the sentences. These are all correct. Your question here, I have in parentheses 100 in case you decide to write it as 100, but that's also appropriate. If you're looking at punctuation, there's always an apostrophe after President's Day. I don't know, did you guys see that? Yeah, that's the only other thing I can notice that would be kind of tricky for these. But you guys seem like a smart bunch, so I think you guys can. So that's all I have for you guys today. Next class, we're gonna be talking about the Constitution. My info is down here with Sydney's, if you have any questions or concerns for us. And before we finish this off, I know I'm leaving you guys leave super early today, but do you have any questions regarding the lecture today, or you need to go back on anything? How about, my friends on Zoom, any questions?
No.
No, thank you.
Sounds good, so you guys are out earlier today. So hopefully it's not raining out there yet. Maybe you can be.
Bye-bye, thank you so much.
Yep.
Thank
Make
you.
sure you feel better,
Thank
okay?
you.
Take
Yeah,
care.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Oh, thank you.